Welcome to Sector 9's only radio show that shows you what you need to know when it needs to be known. We don't hide our information like the big guy up there, so you can be sure the information you're hearing is real. Sec 9 Pirate Radio.
Good morning, Cites, or good evening, or good noon, or wherever you are. My name is Acti Horwal, and I'm your host for today on Sec 9 Pirate Radio, the only radio show worth listening to on this planet. Today on the show, we've got a special guest coming up, a music producer by the alias of Frain Gush. We've also got the latest in tech with Gallo, and more coming up on the show. But before all that, here's some music. That was Catacombs by Terrastar. Hope you enjoyed. Now on to sports with Terry Fender. Terry, what's new in sports?
I'm glad you asked, Acti. It was a great day in the world of gumball.
Can we get a quick rundown of Gunball for those who've never tuned in?
Sure can, Acti. For those who don't know, the creatively named Gunball is a highly lethal underground sport centered around the capture and delivery of a certain ball from one team's base to the other. You obviously don't want the other team grabbing the ball or delivering it, so we've given the contestants guns to give them a chance. If you live in the slums of Sector 5 or 6, you've probably seen or heard a few of these firefights play out. There's only a few rules, those being, don't kill civilians, you can only have a max team of 7, and stay out of the way of police, but apart from that, it's free game.
Thanks for the rundown.
No problem. Now back to the news on the sport. Popular newcomers, the Djangos, have come to the spotlight recently, taking out top-teen Fahrenheit players Franz and Vaykel, proving themselves to be a formidable team, winning their first round without a single casualty. I, for one, am rooting for these guys, but they gotta make sure the fame doesn't get to their head. As we all know, one wrong move in this sport can get you killed. Back to you, Acti.
Thanks, Fender. Now before we get on to the local news, here's some music by Gallo. That was Existence Gone once again by Gallo, a personal favorite of mine. Anyway, here's the news for the 21st of September, 42025, and the time is 0912. A local vigilante who goes by the name of Wint Sudop was spotted last night performing a raid on gang territory, knocking everyone out and killing the gang boss. This is his 5th raid on gang territory this week, and sources say he's not giving up. Personally, I've been very interested in Wint's random acts of violence, and it makes a guy wonder, what on earth is he looking for? Next up, we have musical artist Dennis Eula leaving the scene after his recent hit, Transcendence, caused his home to be raided as the government cracks down on pirate radios. Dennis was a big supporter of free music and pirate radios, having been on this show multiple times. He says he will definitely be coming back to the scene when he makes it out of prison. Godspeed, Dennis. Finally on the report, we have some good news. Local Sector 5 mechanic Jammie Enamel has moved shop after his old one collapsed due to the poorly designed housing of the slums in his area. His new shop is bigger, better, and he says the customer experience both online and in-store will be much better. Jammie's Metalworks is a proud sponsor of Sec 9 Pirate Radio, and we're happy to see him back to work. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, I could see the old place cracking down a mile away, but as it turns out, the people of Sector 5 are nice enough to help out their local mechanic set up a brand new shop.
The date is once again the 21st of September, 42025. That was the weekly news roundup. And here's some music by Killer Dean. Then, a few words by our sponsors.
You think you got the skills to make the kills? Enjoy the idea of being a mercenary? Then if you're tough enough, come on down to the Merc Bar and drink with the best. We've got legal drinks and not so legal drinks, but we all know what you're here for, and you gotta know we've got the best up-to-date contracts this side of Z-Space. Get kills, get paid.
We know what happens when your district gets shot up by mercenaries, and we know how much it costs to replace a loved one. Here at Terrence Personal Insurance, you can live in peace knowing that
Shut your insurance-y mouth! This is a Merc Bar advertisement! We got a government's bounty of food to feed our fellow mercenary. We literally own a monopoly on the gun trade in 2 entire sectors. Come get contracts to kill our competitors and make house loads of cash. Get kills, get paid.
Remember the classics? The sports where the players got to live to see the next match? Make your next trip to Sector 3 a trip to the Classical Sports Center. It's a safe, legal, and fun way to pass the time. Have you ever heard of basketball? We decode in ancient textbooks to find out how to play various games and provide a safe, fun environment for everybody. Come on down this week and you'll receive a free basketball lesson.
So if you got a hyperflown generator that needs a fixin', or you just want to build yourself a custom rectiflector, Jammie's Metalwork has got you covered. We're the #1 in anything relating to metal. Repairs, creation, and...
Guns! Did I mention we're the biggest supplier of guns to top mercenaries on Cytest? Because we are. Get down to the fucking Merc Bar already. I swear on my fucking life, if you don't come down here within 5 business days, we'll send one of our best to drag you here. Get kills, get paid!
Alright, we're back. Time to speak to our special guest for today, Frain Gush. Great to have you on the show today.
Thanks, I'm honored. I tune into the show every week.
I should be the one thanking you. Alright, now on to some questions. First off, how have you been?
Amazing. My latest song, Sunbar's Bane, got a great reception, and I'm very proud of what I've been able to achieve thanks to the support of my fans across Cytest.
That does sound amazing. Tell me, what was the inspiration behind that song?
Honestly, it was Wint. His controversially heroic acts have us all invested in his story as we see it unfolding over various news sources. I saw him the other day, you know. You can't miss those glowing blue eyes.
That is indeed a controversial opinion. Wint's killed many. But you see him as an inspiration?
Yes, indeed. I don't know if he listens to this show, but I hope he doesn't hear this. I've got a massive crush on him.
Oh, exclusive!
Just kidding. I do see him as my hero, though. My house was in gang territory before it was blown up over a drug deal while I was out. When I came back, there he was, minimizing the damage to the building and helping the innocent to safe places. It's what inspired the calmly healing tone of my song.
That's fascinating. We never see this side of Wint in the news. It's almost weird to hear of him doing something nice. But enough about Wint. What's next in your career?
Honestly, I'm thinking of spreading out a little.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. A little weird after seeing this much success. I'm actually thinking of getting into art. A bit hard to make money in my area, but it's a creative style I've been passionate about since visiting Sector 8's laneways.
That is indeed interesting. Well, all I can say is good luck with that. But I'm sorry to say that's all we've got time for. Thanks for being on the show with us, Frain.
Thanks for letting me be here.
We're gonna leave this on the song in question, Sunbar's Bane, by our lovely guest, Frain Gush. The date is the 21st of September, 42025, and it's time for the latest in technology with Gallo Kilo, our expert on all things techie.
Hello, Acti. Glad to be back.
We're glad to have you back. So, Gallo, what's new in tech?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Acti. Today is a real doozy. We're talking wrist-implanted holograms.
Wrist-implanted holograms.
Well, that's right, Acti. We're talking the real deal, not just some 2D prototype anymore. Nexus Corp has announced the latest in holographic technology, the Nexus Hollow Wrist. A few small chips planted near the nerves of your wrist that activate when you flip your wrist up twice.
It's twice, so it's harder to do by accident. Is that right?
That's right, Acti. And I don't think I'm done talking about this just yet. This technology runs on the same operating system that powers the wall's security system. So you know what's really got some punch. Now, another highly requested feature when it comes to Nexus Corp's implanted devices was the ability to augment more than just your eye color. And with the Nexus Hollow Wrist, you can do just that. You can make yourself blush, you can hide your blush, you can even give yourself a fake tan. Just by going into the new skin settings app on the home screen.
Wow, this is great stuff. When can we expect a release date?
At the press event, Nexus told us they were aiming for a December 11th release date. And for those savvy homebrewers out there, popular hacker Rextar has gotten an insider build on the device he's using to make a crack for the Hollow Wrist. And you know, you can always find pre-cracked Nexus devices at the Merc Bar.
Again, this sounds awesome. I'm currently using a cracked Nexus ARM5, so I can't wait for the Hollow Wrist. Thanks again for being on the show.
Anytime, Acti.
All right, time for some more music, courtesy of Geraldo. And then on to our Sector 9 highlights of the week, courtesy of the listeners.